I'm recording this new player experience with my secondary account and add some tips and tricks which I learned over the last few years. Let's try the tutorial. Why New Babbage? I just love this planet, but it's up to you. Yes, confirm. Finally, we made it into the game. First steps, get out of bed. Hold F and click the mouse. Okay. If you like to interact with something, just hold F. Aha! Check your journal. Maybe you should read the tutorial steps. So, check the journal. Hit F1. F1 opens the Mobiglass. Welcome to the verse. Yes, this is really essential. You need to drink indeed during the whole game. She ate a whole burrito with the packaging. Equip your helmet. F, right click. Hold F. Holding F just brings up the wheel, then equip. Let's grab a coffee before we leave. We'll leave this mug here. It's a shortcut to equip your helmet. Or unequip it. It's left Alt H. Now we can leave. Nice. That was fast. Take the elevator to the lobby. Now. Use the shopping kiosk.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. If you're not seeing something, you might want to check out our Spectrum selection.
Foam darts. No, do not fly. I didn't know you can buy them. To hide the jet, press F12. Spaceport.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Sadly, there is no way to travel faster.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
So, if you miss the train, you'll have to wait.
Careful, doors are now closing. Nearing next stop.
Oh, we take the elevator up to the terminal.
Welcome
From
to the
all of us at
ASOC Vehicle
Microtech,
Retrieval System.
welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Let's deliver the Pisces.
Be sure to explore
Vehicle
all
select.
New
Your
Babbage has
vehicle
to
has been
offer.
delivered to the
Whether
following
it's the
location.
latest in
Please
cutting-edge
visit us
technology
again.
or the beauty of our award-winning gardens, this city of tomorrow has a lot going on today. Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza, the factory line has all of Microtech's latest offerings. From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Hangar 3. Let's prepare for takeoff. Power on.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
I think it's strange that they do not recommend right Alt R to make the ship flight ready.
Engines online.
You are clear to launch.
Takeoff complete.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Gear. Where do I have to go? Checkpoints.
Landing gear raised.
Where's the next checkpoint? So, shift you boost. This just looks amazing. To switch into the third person view, hit F4. If you like to move around in the third person view, it's C or Y, depends on your location. Then the mouse. Hold. It's more of a screenshot simulator in a space sim. Now what? Dear tutorial, what should we do? I think the tutorial should help you enable the master modes. That wasn't clear. So
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
you want to brake hard, just switch from the nav mode to the SCM mode, hold B, then you're stopping really fast. Because most people are too fast to land. A lot of new players are crashing. Okay, it was a tricky one. You like to brake? Hold X. X is a space brake. Then we toggle the landing gear, the N.
Doesn't stay.
Short reminder, always turn off your engines with I.
Engines offline.
Always hold F if you like to push a button.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Story Pisces.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Check your journal. I completely forgot to check the journal for the new entries. Congratulations, you've completed the Star Citizen tutorial. You're ready to explore the universe. Oh. And the short description of the Mobiglass apps. The home, the health, comms for your friends and global chats, contracts for the missions, map, the journal, assets, reputations, wallet if you send or receive money, sending, just sending money, the landing to repair, fix your ship or fuel, and your vehicles. First thing, let's set the imprint up here, because we do not like to take the train on Microtech.
Something more serious. Getting the right treatment has never been easier, thanks to the advanced digital medical assistance available.
Pretty big one, so team stand by.
You need at a price you're gonna love. Kelto RX. Feel better, save more. Kelto RX. Fast, reliable medical treatment, always with the doctor.
Would Anthony
Let's transfer the imprint and we'll bomb up
Looking to
here
improve your
if we
health?
die.
At Kelto RX, medicine isn't only about healing. It's about being your best. Ask your med tech about optional medical services.
Security, please come to storage room 3 right now. Security, to storage room 3.
I could stay the whole day up here and enjoy this view. It's just amazing. Let's check for some beginner missions. Deliveries. $5K, we started at $40K.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Great new player experience. Waiting at the terminal. Waiting for the timeout. Still no reaction.
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Second terminal worked.
Please visit us again.
Always check for your helmet before you leave the station.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational. Landing gear retracted.
Thank you, and please visit again.
You always need to switch between the SCM and the nav mode. And if this happens, switch back and forth. Often it helps if you relocate a bit. Oh, so, let's try to set the route. Either press this button or hit R. Oh, now it's obstructed through the planet, or it's behind the planet, so it's obstructed. So we just need to jump around these OMs. These are the orbit markers around the planet.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel.
If you use a marker, your ship quantums around the moon or the planet. But sometimes, if you jump to a friend, it goes straight through. Just jump to your friends if you have line of sight. After each quantum jump, you have to wait a bit till the engines are back on. Now. Hold B to change the mode and you're braking in no time. Landing gear.
Landing gear engaged.
The landing gear will slow you down to 30 meters per second. So, since you're starting, you're running a small ship and you can land right in front of it. Yes. You could land off the pad over here, but then you have to walk a longer way. Let's open up the ship. Somewhere here must be, yes, button. Come on. Ah. Okay. Open up, cycle the airlock. Do not forget to check for loot boxes. Oh, the first multi-tool. Nice. Just need a tractor beam. Something to drink and to eat. It's always good. Just check all the rooms. Another loot box, maybe some armor. Helmets. So we can swap to the other inventory. Just shift click these items to move them to your local inventory, because after within the ship we can move them from the local to the ship and bring them up to the station. So. No loot boxes in here, just a few lags. Hey, another one. Oh. A black cherry multi-tool. Nice. Maybe we can sell them. Let's grab them too. Everything to make some money. Now, grab the package. Wrong way.
Depressurizing.
Now, let's bring the inventory with us. Switch to the vehicles, the local. Then if you can't move all, just hold shift and click the items. Okay. You could also open your doors or cargo base from here, so just left Alt F, then on actions, vehicles, open doors. Now you see it opens up all the doors. So close it again. Lift off.
Systems enabled.
Ooh, lift off. There is still no night vision.
Bonding complete.
If you find yourself flying in the dark, just hit tab. Then you need to wait some seconds to see the ground. So even if you hit L to turn on your lights, they're not that strong to reach the ground. Just go slow. And it's really terrible lights. Oh, horrible.
Landing gear engaged. Engine systems
As
disabled.
always, turn off your engines. No, I hit it twice. Come on. So. Loot. So. Place it with F. So we finished the first mission. Let's check for other ones. We could go with more delivery missions. Ooh, these are a lot of packages. No, no. Let's go with the mercenary. First of all, get the call to arms. For each criminal you get a reward of 500 UEC. And then you do the security contractor evaluation. Extract this mission. Quite windy out here. It's closed. Nice. Turn on the engines. No.
Engine systems enabled. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
Use the quantum drive. On Microtech you have to go up to 11,000. $10 or 11. Something around that.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Landing gear engaged.
Let's turn off the engines. Get out. Using Alt X to wipe your visor helps with visibility. So, this is a F8. Either someone spent a lot of money or they got this platinum ticket in the event. Just a really nice skin, a bit frozen, but it looks nice. So some people would say you need a gun to do these bunker missions, but you got your fists, and if you hit the mouse wheel, it will take the enemies right down. We added the healing attachment, so
Let's take a look. Look now.
let's check for guns or loot boxes. Oh, we're lucky today. There's a loot box right over here. Sniper rifle or a shotgun? Let's go with the sniper rifle. Use the heavier helmet.
The skag slipped me. I can't let him get away.
What's up?
Wherever they are, I want them found.
Only shoot the 910. Usually friendlies have a green marker, but there's no marker at the moment. Ooh. They saw me. There's one left. Now let's grab some armor. Get out. Ah. There lies another player. He wasn't as lucky as me. Let's just shortly run through the bunker to check for more loot boxes. no loot boxes around here. It's okay. No, this was the wrong button. Clearly the wrong button. If you hold R, you store your weapon. No, this worked. Just drag them outside to the ship and then loot them into the ship, so we have at least some armor to start with. Should have brought the tractor beam, but so let's grab the second guy. That looks kind of funny. Well, let's go inside. No? No! This was the wrong button. No, not again. Let's do it the other way. And drop the items. Harry, come on. No? Now? I think I just leave the other guy in the elevator. There's no carry for helmets. Okay.
Engine systems enabled. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
Let's fly back to Everest Harbor, get ourselves a tractor beam. So, the easiest way to find locations, you can now search for them. It's not Everest Harbor, it's Port Tressler. Hit the station, hit R. And we got ourselves navigation.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Remember, never point directly at the station. If you're too fast, you're going to crash. So just to brake hard, hold B. Then we call the station. Request a landing hangar. You could also call the station when you hit with hitting F11. Then on France there is Port Tressler. If you call them here, they also get you a hangar. If you hit X and space at the same time, space brake brakes with a boost. So.
Landing gear engaged.
Well, 1 hour 12 minutes into the game, we made ourselves 16,000 AUAC. Let's just store the ship.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
It worked.
Please visit us.
No. There should be a station elevator back here. Yes, the inner station transit. And let's go. Call the elevator. Come on, now. Let's go and buy ourselves a tractor beam. Cargo center. That was fast. Whoa. You could also buy this nice armor up here, the backpack. Yes, I think they shouldn't be bugged inside the shelf. True hole tractor beam. And let's buy ourselves a backpack. Compatibility all. It's just for medium and heavy, but it has more micro SUs. This is a light armor, but forgot to bring the other armor out of the ship. Let's buy the medium backpack. So, if you buy something, it delivers it to this destination up here. You can buy stuff directly to your ship, or to your personal inventory, or Port Tressler. So, just
Check the cargo terminal. That should sort you out.
Let's go back to the ship and switch armor. Wrong direction. If you're walking slowly and you like to walk a bit faster, just use the mouse wheel. Adjust your walking speed. First, let's go to the Galleria and check if we can sell
Whether you're just looking to
these
spend
plants.
the day cloud hopping with the storm walls, or relaxing by green circles, infinite spa.
The admin services. Sometimes they are upstairs and sometimes downstairs. Now let's sell. Nope.
Tour Empire-class shipyards, embarked in a sunset that is truly unforgettable. Whether you're just looking to spend the day cloud hopping with the storm walls, or relaxing by green circles, infinite.
Do I need to drink? No. 3% hunger. Hunger. No.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
We're in 14k after buying this backpack and the tractor beam. Maybe next time we could sell some stuff. But I would keep all the armor in the beginning because oftentimes you die and you lose your armor. So you do not have to go back to collect it. Ooh. So let's move the whole inventory to the station. Get out of here. Change the armor. Usually everything that's stored inside the ship will remain there, even if you store the ship and get it back out later. So we swap this undersuit. She is looking strange in this light. Medium armor, nice. No visuals for the backpack? shows over here, but it's not on her. Something to drink. Detox pen. Okay. Some adrenaline. I'll leave the rest here. Something to eat. Doesn't show the backpack. Okay. As long as we can loot to it, it's okay. Well, let's choose the next mission. We have some research. Pays well with 12k. Reconnecting the comm array. Maybe there are some other players there protecting it. Racing in Lorville, so we are in Microtech. I wouldn't recommend that. If you spawned on Hurston, you could do this, but yeah. If you like racing, I would recommend try it out in Arena Commander, because if you do it in the Persistent Universe, in the PU, if you crash, you land back on the station. You have to claim your ship, so it's not that easy. Mercenary, Copian horns, or shooting down the illegal monitors. Investigation. I think this is too hard to go solo. Logistics depot. The cave is doable. Then a lot of delivery missions. And bounty hunting. Let's go with the probe deployment first. Call to arms is still active. Hopefully I get enough quantum fuel to fly over here. Let's try it out.
You are clear to launch.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
We do not have any markers. Open the map, then hit C to clear everything. Most of the time this helps. No routing available. Come on. Or oh, it's fine. 6 minutes one way.
Quantum travel engaged.
We could upgrade the quantum drive, but if you upgrade the quantum drive, it requires more fuel. So if you're just staying around Microtech and the moons around there, it's okay to upgrade it, but if you're going for long distances, I would choose the standard one or pick carefully a new one. This is the part where you enjoy your ship, because there's nothing else to do during quantum. Maybe read the chat. Some people complaining about the server lags. This is the moment where you can grab yourself a drink and stay hydrated in real life. So, not only your character has to drink, you have to drink too. Or eat something. Or you can make some print screens or screenshots. The print screen button right next to F12. If you hit print screen, it automatically saves your screenshot. Oops. You will find the screenshot in the installation folder of your Star Citizen. Usually it's under your program files, Robert Space Industries Live, and in there there's a screenshot folder. So you do not have to do your screenshots with Steam or Nvidia tools or AMD tools or something. Just hit the print screen button. And after 1 year, you will have about 2000 screenshots. Only 3 minutes left. Finally, we're arriving at our target. Almost.
Quantum travel complete.
After quantum travel, there's a cooldown over here. You have to wait till it's cooled down, then it starts recalibrating.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
If the quantum travel doesn't work, you just hit the mouse button, go hit it 3-4 times. Disable the icons, go into the scanning mode and then go back to the quantum mode. And it
Quantum travel
starts working again.
Quantum travel complete.
Oftentimes if you get out of the quantum drive, it stops working. You have to re-enable it.
Thank you, and please visit again. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
So now it's the first time your ship needs refueling. Just enter the menu and access the landing. In here you can refuel the quantum and the hydrogen. So when it starts processing, you can exit the ship. The refueling keeps going on. Let's find the elevator around here. Ah, interstation transport. Let's pick up the package.
Hi. You're looking for the vehicle terminal.
Let's go back to the hangar. But I forgot to remember where my ship is. No. Pro tip, if you landed your ship, there is no marker.
Welcome.
Just check the
ASOP
terminal.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Hangar 2.
Please visit us again.
She always likes to throw stuff around. But as long as it stays inside. Hopefully it stays there.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Back to Microtech. I've hit the mouse button, nothing works. Come on, maybe?
Quantum drive
Yeah.
engaged.
Sometimes I just have to wait a few seconds till it engages server lags. Got about 5 minutes left. If you heard this sound, then usually you're 4 gigamillion meters away. I don't know. What's the metric?
Quantum travel complete.
Once more we have to fly around the planet using the orbital markers.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
But if you set the route, it will find the right ones for you.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Ooh. That was too fast. No. Oh. Deploy the probe. Let's exit the ship. Carry. Let's use the tractor beam. Track complete. Nice. Screenshot time. If the tractor beam is in tractor mode, not in detaching, you're able to pull yourself towards the ship. So. Sometimes this is a lot faster than just regular EVA. On to the next mission. We're 1 hour 52 minutes in. We made 25,000. Now we just defend occupy. I choose this mission because if you're doing this HRT Ghost Hollow, yeah, he's outside. He's okay, but there are a lot of enemies around there. This one will be fighting with your ship. So just go for another FPS mission. If you choose defending mission, there are always friendlies on site, and the turrets do not shoot you down, because usually the turrets are really aggressive. Really hope it's not on the dark side again.
Quantum drive complete.
You're holding F. You're able to freely look around. You could also use your webcam for head tracking, or a Track IR or a Tobii. It works really good. So, if I enable my head tracking, this time I got my tractor beam here. Ooh, don't get fooled. Sometimes the buildings are spawning in, so if you're landing too far. And it's the same outpost as before. Maybe I can land a bit closer than last time.
Landing gear.
But not on his ship. Always turn off your engine, because if there's a storm, it could flip your ship. Or something bounces on your ship and your ship flies away and you're stranded down here. So, we've got our multi-tool with the tractor beam. And to swap out, there should be... No. There is not. I thought I packed this healing attachment. But since you have a backpack, which isn't visible, we can carry 2 weapons. Also, higher armor, medium and heavy armor are able to attach 2 guns to the back. Now we'll see this green marker. Do not shoot them. These are friendlies. If you shoot them, you get a crime stat.
Don't let the bastard escape. Find him.
Seven enemies remaining. Where is he? No, I missed him. They're battling the friendlies at the moment. Is he in a... Yes, he is. No, I missed again. Yes.
Damn, they're gone. Let's find them.
Someone get eyes on this slippery bastard now. Enemy spotted!
Oh. That's it. No loot box over here. An FS9. Nice. I have a backpack which isn't visible, which doesn't let me equip guns. Maybe this way. Yes. No. If I hold R, he throws it at... No. Again. Try it again. Yes. This is what I was looking for. Nice armor. Do not touch bodies of other players. Sometimes you get a crime stat for that. Even if you like think yourself, yeah, it's a body, let's dispose that, but nah, do not do it. Just don't. Let's swap the sniper. Let's grab ourselves some nine tails. You grab someone with the... There's something with the tractor beam. You can use your mouse wheel to extend it. So. He's back here. Nice. Stay here. Stay. Another right one, light armor. Let's just loot one more. Check downstairs if there are any loot boxes. I don't know. Usually here's one. But not today. It's a bit laggy at the moment. As before. Let's grab this one. Let's hope they all stay on the elevator. No these things. Let's go with this one first. Yeah. Should have opened my cargo. Ah, it's open. Nice. If you're inside your ship, and it doesn't open your door, it loots. Open the other inventory, the vehicles. Just shift click the undersuit. It will move all the stuff over here. After that, dispose. Get the next one. Sometimes if you move stuff outside to the ground, it bugs to the through the floor, through the ground, through the floor. If you have something of worth, maybe a package or something, do not lay it down on the ground, especially if it's an angle. There, next one. Yep. Come on. No. You need to stay in there. Okay. Oh. Close it on this side. Maybe they stay in there. So. Next one. Loot. Undersuit. Done. Go. Oh, we're almost full. We can't move all the stuff, so... You will leave, the other one comes with us.
Systems enabled.
Let's go back to Port Tressler.
Landing gear retracted.
You have a cruise control. If you have hit left Alt C, you will see this sign over here. Now it holds the cruise control. It's always nice if you like to take some screenshots. Just fly in one direction for a time. To disengage it, hit Alt C again. Then sometimes it keeps the speed. Just hit S to slow down. So.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged.
As always, do not aim for the station. Never.
Thank you.
If you have the tips enabled, on the right side of the screen, there are always the current needed keys active.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I've rebinded the request landing key. So for me it's F3, for other ones it's Alt N, I think, default config.
Landing gear. Engine systems disabled.
Now we have to refill again. And I've hit something. Small repair. Open up the cargo bay. Yes. And exit the ship. Because back here we have someone inside. Okay.
The CDF for a system-wide announcement. Xenothreat just hit the Navy. Hard. So I need any volunteers to contact me immediately and help push Xenothreat out the system. Details are in your contract manager. Duly out.
These are global missions. There are a few of them. So Xenothreat, the attack on Horizon, and a few others. Almost forgot to bring out the, or swap the inventory. Now we can move everything from the vehicle part to the local part. So remove all, hit sort, and over here under filters you could also filter for armor, ammo, weapons. Flares are weapons. Okay. Undersuits, and you could also set custom filters if you're just looking for some helmets. Sadly there is no search, but I think they will bring it soon. Now we head back, store our ship, change the armor. I will keep on it this white armor and sell the Nine Tails stuff, but I will do it in the next video.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again.
So we stored our ship. The last thing for today, we eat something and drink something. So there's the quick buy menu. Just hold F to buy. Same with the hot dogs. Unequip the helmet. And eat some delicious hot dog. Could use carry, or if carry doesn't work, drag it to your hand. If this doesn't work, use the pips, we drop it, then use drink from there. I'd like to place it over there. No? Drop it? No? If you can't drop it, just try it with this. The inventory menu. If it lights up, drop it. This was it for the first part. Thanks for watching. 5 other parts will follow. Enjoy your day.